you've got questions, well, we have the man to answer those questions, Jeffrey Levine from Buckingham. Jeffrey, welcome back to another episode of Ask the Hammer.
Good to be with you, sir.
Sort of like sorry, I got carried away. All right, I've got a question in the inbox. It's like the first of its kind that we've ever had like this. It's a great one. I bought back some years of service on my state retirement last year. I assume that would be tax deductible. Should I receive a form from the retirement system reporting the buyback?
Interesting. So I can understand why that assumption would be made, because when you're making regular contributions to a retirement plan, they often are deductible. However, in this particular situation, it is hard to know without, for certain without knowing the details of this particular circumstance, but it is likely that the buying back of the pension is not tax deductible. Now, that doesn't mean that you lose any benefit for those dollars. What typically happens then is it creates basis within your pension, and each check you get will have a little bit of tax-free dollars associated with it in proportion to the amount of money that you put in relative to the amount of total dollars that are accumulated in your pension. So I understand that, like, hey, wait a second, I put $50,000 or whatever it is into a retirement account. Where's my tax break? But in this particular situation, it is likely, again, can't say for certain without seeing more details, but it is likely no tax break is available. It's just creating basis, and a little bit of each check that they get will be tax-free instead of it all being taxable.
All right. So I understand the answer. When you're doing the buyback, you're using after-tax dollars for that purpose.
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, that sounded simpler than I thought.
I guess this is one of the few where it could be pretty simple, other than the fact that we can't say for sure unless we're looking at that exact one. Now, having said that, when you're able to buy back a pension, it's just like anything else. You've got to look at all the variables, right? Does this make sense for you? Does it, if you had the opportunity, let's say you could buy back your pension, or you could put more money into another 401k if you started working somewhere else. Well, which would be better for you? Would investing your money in the 401k or buying back the pension? A lot of this comes down to how long will you live? How bearish are you on the stock market? How would you invest if you were there? How certain do you need these dollars? But, pension buybacks, for a lot of people, they can be valuable tools. They're increasing the amount of guaranteed income that is available, of course, based on the ability of that pension to pay those dollars. But that is that's a stress reliever for a lot of folks, knowing that they don't have to worry about creating that future income, that someone else will do that, and they just know what their check is going to be each month when they go to the mailbox. Well, maybe when their parents used to go to the mailbox. When they open up their account online and look once a month, they'll see that deposit automatically deposited into that bank account without much work or thinking on their behalf. And for a lot of people, that's all they want.
Right. Well, we have a mailbox, don't we?
We do. And all we want is more questions. So send them to us. Give us a shout. Email us at askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. Again, that's askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. And Bob and I look forward to seeing your questions there real soon.